Today, I'm super excited because we've got an amazing recipe. That's right, we're using the Weber Rotisserie, but better yet, we're using these brand new Weber Crafted Rotisserie Skewers. That's right, skewers on the rotisserie. First thing we're gonna do, head out and get our grill fired up, dive in here, get a little bit of prep done. Gonna be a tasty video. Today, we're just gonna be cooking over these two burners. So we'll go ahead, turn those to high. We will hit ignite. We're gonna leave that burner off. That way, the rotisserie skewers are gonna go right over direct heat on here. Now, we will adjust these down after the grill is heated up to 400 degrees because that's gonna be our cooking temperature today. Today, we're gonna be cooking with the brand new Weber Crafted Kitchen Collection Rotisserie Skewer Set. Now, the great thing about this, good on your Genesis, on your Spirit, on your Summit, on your kettle. Comes with some directions, which we don't need because I'll tell you what, I've got some great tips for you. Let's head out on the grill. I'm gonna show you tip number one. All right, so we've got the rotisserie shaft in place. What we're doing is kind of a test fit, right? We put the rotisserie shaft on, and now we have the rotisserie skewer adapters set up because what we're trying to do is offset them so they are all the way on the right side over these two burners so we can cook directly over this heat. That's right, tip number one was great because we talk about how to align this so you can cook direct over two burners. And I'll tell you what, we've got more tips coming up. Let's dig in, do our prep, and then I'm gonna show you definitely how to use these skewers and my second tip of the day. Okay, let's talk ingredients. We're gonna start off with some pork tenderloin and we're gonna show you how we trim that silver skin, get this all prepped up to turn it into those beautiful medallions right there. We're gonna season this up today with a little bit of Thai mojito, a little bit of rub-a-dub, and a little bit of oil. Then on our kebabs, on our skewers, if you will, we're gonna do some par-cooked golden potatoes. We've got red onions, green peppers, and red peppers. That is gonna round this out. We may glaze it with a little barbecue sauce. Okay, so we went and trimmed off all the silver skin before we started cutting the pork tenderloin into little medallions. Now, that silver skin, when cooked, will be very rubbery, very chewy, so we want to get that off here. And like I said, we're just going through this tenderloin now and cutting these into little discs or medallions, if you will, just like that. All right, as you can see, we've got the meat in the bowl. I'm gonna add some of that Thai mojito rub, again, as much or as little as you like. I'm gonna add a little bit of rub-a-dub as well, and then we'll go ahead and start getting this all mixed. Now, the beauty is, I'm just gonna let this sit in here, kind of marinate a little bit, but now my meat is all seasoned, has a chance to soak a little bit up before it gets onto those skewers. Next up, we're gonna go ahead and add our peppers. Hey, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and oil them, season them up. Time to season up the onions as well. Okay, time to skewer. Now, we're basically gonna go pork medallion, red pepper, green pepper, onion, potato. We'll repeat that process. So what I like to do is I'm actually gonna skewer these medallions sideways, right? So they cook a little bit better, a little bit faster, a little more even. Then we'll add our pepper, red one, pepper, green, like that. We will add nice chunk of red onion, like so. Then we'll add our potato and we will keep repeating that process, right? Don't skewer yourself with the potato. We will keep repeating that process till all the skewers look just like that. Time to load our skewers, and like we did outside, we align that left side. Now, the right side I left open because that corresponds with the notch in here. So kind of the first thing I do is I'm gonna get that notch set, but then I get this guy kind of back towards this side and then squeeze it a little bit and get it lined up. But once I'm in that notch, I'm in a good place. So then I'll go ahead and adjust that down nice and tight like that, and we are locked in. All right, last one going in. We've got it locked. Now what I'm going to do is stand this upright, and I'm just gonna check and make sure everything is nice and tight and locked in where it's supposed to be. Next up, we're out on the grill. Okay, first thing I like to do is get that left side lined up. Don't worry about the right side too much. Here's my trick. I actually take off the rotisserie motor to get that lined up a little bit. I slide it back on there. We are all set and ready to start spinning. For absolutely fantastic. Now, I estimate cook time is gonna be about 30 minutes. We're gonna cook it for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, then we'll come back and check in. Here we are right after a 15-minute timer. I'm gonna check one of the biggest pieces of pork. Looks like we're sitting about 135. My guess is we've probably got another 10 minutes to go on these. I wanna get everything up to 150 today, make sure I have those potatoes done, and all of that pork is complete. So we'll go ahead and close it. My guess, we're about another 10 minutes. So we'll see you here when it's done. All right, here we are right at 22 minutes. We are done. So what I like to do is lift that rotisserie motor out. I have the grill shut off now. I got my Weber gloves on because this stuff is hot. I'm gonna support this with a sheet pan. We're gonna go into the kitchen. How does that look? Pretty tasty? Yeah, I think so. Okay, now that we've got these out and we're here in the kitchen. Now, if you're gonna baste them with barbecue sauce, I like to do it in the kitchen. Heck, I even like to do it on the plate because what I find when I use this on the grill is, well, I'll tell you what, it makes a sugary mess on the grill. So for ease of cleanliness, I'm gonna go ahead and just give them a baste on here or leave them and serve a little bit of that Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle as a dipping sauce. All right, skewers on the Weber Rotisserie did not disappoint at all. And if you're looking for more information on fun ways to use your rotisserie, that video coming up next.